Hello friends, it's Jim O'Rear. Welcome back to Jim O'Rear's Wacky World. Today, we are on the island of Oahu in Hawaii, and I'm gonna take you to some filming locations of some iconic movies and TV shows like Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Kong Skull Island, Lost, 50 First Dates, Paradise Hawaiian Style, tons and tons and tons of movies. And I'm gonna apologize in advance because I'm probably gonna butcher the names of these Hawaiian places and Hawaiian words. But we are going over to the Kualoa Ranch, and it is located in Kanahoe. It's on the island of Oahu. Just look, if you're looking for it, look for Jurassic Valley. And over at the ranch is some of the most beautiful land you will ever see. It is truly paradise, and it's where just hundreds of movies and TV shows were filmed. So come with us and take a look at these cool film locations. The Kualoa Ranch is located on the island of Oahu in Hawaii in Kanahoe, and this is a location where tons and tons of movies and TV shows have been filmed. A lot of really, really familiar sites. And here's just some of them you may know from people who have filmed there and different things, like the television show Lost, Paradise Hawaiian Style, Godzilla, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, a couple of the Jurassic Worlds, Mighty Joe Young, 50 First Dates, just tons and tons of movies, George of the Jungle. Also television shows like Hawaii Five-0, Magnum P.I. Here's some more of the movies that were done there: Pearl Harbor, Wind Talkers, Soul Surfer, Jumanji, the new Jumanji with The Rock, Heart to Heart. No, it's just tons. Fantasy Island, Jake and the Fat Man. It goes on and on and on and on. Now, the ranch has a big history that dates way back to King Kamehameha, who was the owner of the land. And you can go into this museum here and learn all about the history, the family that the land was sold to, and all that. But it is it's land that is about 6 square miles, and it includes 3 major mountains, a couple of major valleys. It looks like this. This is sort of a model replica of it to give you an idea, and you can go into this museum and learn all kinds of stuff about the history of this ranch, which is really, really interesting. But most people come here to see the filming sites, and you can do that on horseback, by ATV. They have zip lining, they have e-biking, all sorts of different things, different tours that you can go on, movie tours and ATV tours and tons of stuff. But we were here to see some of the movie locations, especially Jurassic Park. Here's one of the cages. I don't know if this is from Jurassic Park. This may be Jurassic World. I'm not sure. But I'm sure there's some bigger film geeks than me that can tell you exactly what movie that is from. But in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of some of the sets that we drove through, some of the locations that you may recognize from some of the movies. We got on this Kualoa Ranch vehicle, and everybody gets to drive their own little vehicle into the mountains and the woods. And you start out right away, right here, you're entering Jurassic World. With a couple little dinosaurs there on each side of the gate. And this is just beautiful, beautiful country. Look at that. You can already start to recognize that from Jurassic Park. But this is some of the most beautiful land you're ever going to see in your life. It is amazing, and all sorts of different looks. There's jungles, there's forests, there's beaches, there's, you can obviously see why so many people filmed there. And recognize this. This is a very iconic Jurassic Park location with dinosaur stampedes and things like that. Also a great photo location right there in this super iconic spot. Now this, I'm not sure what that's from. Maybe somebody who's a film geek watching this can tell me what that prop is from. But as we go further on into the woods here, I love the look of these trees. You can see now where it's almost kind of an African type looking location. And as we come right over here, you can see down in this valley, and you can see more of there's a partial set that was built for something overlooking that area. But I almost missed this. This was a Jurassic World set that is in a little rough shape, but still standing. And here you go. Here's one of the bunkers that is still standing. This is one that Chris Pratt ran out of in Jurassic World. Took off down into these trees, down a hill, to another bunker that's right down there, which I'll show you in just a second. But it was a fun time to just take some cool photos here in this bunker that was so prominently used in the Jurassic series. There's one of the cages, and this is when dinosaurs attack. Yeah. And now, that other bunker I told you about is right here. This is also a location where some of, I believe, Jumanji 2 with The Rock was filmed right in here. And this is, you notice when we kind of spin around here a little bit, you'll see the Jurassic World symbol on top of that bunker. I believe this is the one that Chris Pratt ran down into from the one that was up on the hill right there. Very, very cool to see that in person. Notice this is the beaches. You can see that were used for Lost, and it's super iconic. And we go off more into the trees here, and you can look off, and as you look in this area, you can sort of start seeing Kong Skull Island. You may recognize some of these formations from Kong Skull Island. Even this right here. Lots of Kong look. I mean, if you've seen that movie and you can look at these mountains and just kind of go, yep, that's it. Especially that right there. That's very, very familiar territory from lots of films right there. Now, speaking of Kong Skull Island, we are going to come up here on some props that are still remaining right there in the valley. You may remember that big fight they had in Kong Skull Island with those monsters, and had a lot of the bones from the other giant apes and things right there. Well, there's some of the props, and that's where it took place, right there in that hole. Not sure what these are from. Maybe another film geek can tell me what movie those are from, but they're cool. Whatever they're from. And when we come up the hill here, George of the Jungle, several scenes for George of the Jungle were filmed right here. These couple of trees, mountain ranges behind that. Here is Jumanji 2 set area that was filming there. And then coming back up this hill, you can see some stuff from Pearl Harbor. We've got some tunnels buried into the mountains there with Pearl Harbor props and offices. There's another movie just filmed here recently, and I can't remember the name of it, but that they use those bunkers right there as well. Now, another Jurassic World set. Looking off right over here, you may recognize this area, this valley. This was used, there was a helicopter pad that was built there, and it's removed now. There's the helicopter pad from when they were filming the movie, but that's what it overlooks. And that pool of water over to the left, that's actually where that giant whale monster jumps up out of the water, way high out of the water, and attacks. So that all of that should be very, very familiar to Jurassic fans. Right behind that, if you turn directly around, there's this mountain range right here where they just spun the camera around and did another shot for Jurassic World right there. And again, great spot for photos. So we had to get a few photos there just because these are super iconic locations. And then as we kind of leave this valley and go back into the woods, I'm gonna go to one last place here. This is the largest set that's still standing from Jurassic World right here. And it's a huge little entry Jurassic World bunker that you may recognize from that movie. And like I said, this is the largest one that's still standing on their property, and it's it's in a little rough shape, kind of falling apart there. But considering these things are built out of plastic or fiberglass, and they're sitting out in the weather all day and night, great great resilience. But anyway, there is a look at some of the stuff out there on the ranch and some of the filming locations that are super iconic that you may recognize. There you have it, a look at the Kualoa, I told you I'm gonna butcher these names, ranch on the island of Oahu in Hawaii. It's so cool. You definitely need to go out there and check it out. If you're coming to Hawaii, get away from the resorts, go across the island to the ranch and check out this place because you will not regret it. Even the drive there is awesome. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you have, click that like button to let the powers that be know that you like the video. And while you're at it, click on follow or subscribe and you'll be notified when I upload new videos. So thanks again for watching and we'll see you next time.